Hey guys, what's going on? It's Frost here coming at you today in Escape from Tarkov. And with the recent balancing changes that increases the spawn rate of weapon and armor repair kits, I wanted to go ahead and show you the top 3 maps that I know of to find these repair kits and kind of just show you where you can find them. And hopefully, you'll be able to snag one and avoid a lot of those pesky repair costs that will easily drain your stash if you are not careful. So guys, if you do want to follow along, you can go ahead and load up the tarkov.dev website. It is an incredibly useful website. Has a bunch of useful information, as you can see up here at the top. Things like, the boss spawn information and their spawn rates, things with traders, barter profits, just looking up items and the specifics behind them, ammo, all different kinds of things here. Very useful and helpful website. Would highly recommend checking out tarkov.dev. But for today's video, we want to go ahead and go over here to the map section. We're going to go to factory. And as you can see over here on the right side of the screen, there is a search bar. So you want to, mine looks a little smaller because I have it zoomed in just so that you guys can see better for the video. And you want to go ahead and type in repair here. And as you can see, there are repair kits scattered all throughout factory. So we have one. If you do see the icon here and it's like flashing like this, that means it is on a different level of the map, or like a different floor than what you have currently shown. So if you do click on it, it will kind of go to the floor that the item is at. And as you can see here, this one is at the little servers. That when you go up the little metal stairs here, it will be in front of the servers on these green crates. And then we have one over here near the platform. Up here to the north is the offices, and down here is gate 0, as you can see. So over here, it will be on a barrel. I think a black weapon box normally spawn. Oh no, here it is. Here's the black weapon box. So this little guy over here, it can spawn on that barrel. And then in the office here, in the bathroom next to the dead PMC who always spawns there, and the benches, food normally spawns here. There can be a repair kit there as well. And then we have, let's see. Oh yes, the boilers. So the boilers that are kind of near the long hallway here, and the sellers extract. So those little boilers in the middle, you climb up the stairs up on those, and you can find a repair kit sitting over here on this side. And then we have the pumping station where you used to have a key to get into before the factory map rework. So if you come in here, as you can see, there's the boilers in here, and then the staircase where you can go underground. It can be sitting right here next to that boiler. And then we have over here near the cellars again, if you spawn near, I believe this is gate 1, where you plant the toolkits in this area for the early game quest. There is a weapon repair kit that can spawn here in front of this forklift. And then we have here, this is the room, the wooden floored room, where you can climb upstairs and get to kind of like the sky bridge kind of area, I like to call it. So basically underneath there, on the first floor, there is a little vehicle. It's a yellow like transport vehicle and with green boxes on it. There can be a repair kit on that vehicle. And then over here on the other side, which is just below the boilers we looked at earlier, there are some more green crates with a Terra Group little blue tarp, and there can be a repair kit sitting on there as well. And then here's a cheeky hidden, not so known repair kit spot. If you go upstairs, either from that wooden staircase room or over here, it's very easy to know because it's next to the helicopter that has crashed in the map. If you come up on the grates here up top, there can be a repair kit just sitting on the grates up there. Very easy to spot if you just know where to go look. And then this is another spawn. I believe this is the last spawn. So this is where the flooded underground area, right below the med tents. There are some boxes over here in this corner, and you can find a repair kit sitting over here. Then guys, the next map that we're going to take a look at here is custom. So if you want to follow along again, just go up to maps and customs here. So we need to go ahead and research again. So go ahead and type in repair. So let's start over here towards the big red section of the map with the storage trailer park here. So basically inside big red, here is the staircase to the office that you would go into. Here's like the big main entrance. So on the pallets here in the middle, as you can see, there's a repair kit that will be sitting on like the little storage shelf there. And then in the actual storage unit facility, there are multiple spawns here. So we have over here on this north side, we have just this little corner open little storage unit over here where you can find one there. Then there will be one next to a blue car that has an open unit, so you'll check in here. I believe this one's on like a table. And then if you come back over here closer to Big Red, there is another spawn next to a car. Which honestly, yeah, the cars are a really good way to be like, oh, I should check in there real quick. If you kind of forget where these are, I would just run in there and do a quick peep. So there could be one in there. And that covers the Big Red side of the map. So then coming over here more towards the smuggler's boat side, and also where you mark the tiger for Peacekeeper. So actually in the back of the tiger you have to mark, there can be a repair kit sitting in the back there. And then if you keep coming south towards, kind of like the sniper hut area, inside of that wooden hut, there is a repair kit sitting on a table in that hut, which is right next to the bus to take you to Shoreline, if you know where that is. And it looks like over here this is the third story dorms building, but this is the first floor. So over here, kind of on the L shape, this is where you can jump in through the bedroom over here, jump through the window. So in this room here, not sure what room number it is, there can be a repair kit sitting in that room, or I'm not sure if you need a key to get into this room. Let me see if I can look at that. Okay, yes, there is. So this is dorm room 118. You have a chance to get a repair kit. I would highly recommend probably finding that key or bringing it. And then it looks like this is in the 2-story dorm building on the first floor. So you come in through the front entrance here. Here's the little guard desk in the front. So if you come around the left, very first room, there can be a repair kit sitting over here on kind of a desk area in there. So yeah, guys, that pretty much covers the whole east side of the map over here. I assume this is facing north, south, east, and west. So that kind of covers the east side, and now we cover the south side. So now if we come back up again, let's start over at the RUAF roadblock here. So basically there are some pallets and like a little generator here. There can be a repair kit sitting there. If you do a quick pit stop here and go over to, so this is the bronze pocket watch that you get for proper, where you use the machinery key here. There is this old skeleton construction building. If you go upstairs, there is a pallet of bricks. If you look on top of there can be a kit just sitting up there. If you are below, just a quick note, you can kind of scope up there and see if it spawned and it's sitting up there, so you don't have to just run up there and check. And then we have our next spot, it looks like, is Fortress. So if you go into the big Fortress area, you come into this corner room where there's a bunch of crates. You know, there's like your weapon crates, and then there's like medical items and things in here, and then they'll have the jackets. So basically there are some lockers over here on this side of the room. If you look inside the locker, it's kind of like cracked open. You can find a repair kit in there. Very sneaky, very sneaky. So moving along here, this is the old gas location, which is just past Fortress. Up still on the northern part of the map, you have the Giving Tree, which of course can have pretty much any item in the game. So we'll, always check Giving Tree anyway. And then actually inside of Old Gas, over here on the tables, you can find a repair kit in there. And once you are finished with Old Gas, you have Warehouse 3 over here. This is kind of like the Giving Shelf, I guess it's called. I don't know if that's the official name, but basically you'll come in here and there will be some shelves lined up. So make sure you just check those shelves, make sure there's not a kit there. So guys, then we have the area. So this is the building where you would turn on the power for the map, and then directly below is new gas. So this is a connector piece to basically bypass the wall here if you wanted to cross through. And you need the factory emergency exit key, which is actually pretty hard to get. I haven't found it yet. Maybe you have it, but I don't know if I would recommend using those uses to check the spawn. But if you do have it, or you happen to use this passageway here, there is a spawn inside the little building there. So guys, we only have a couple more spawns left. So if you continue past the power building and you get to the depot, so this is where you would mark the blue van for the chemical quest line, where you would pick either your grenade case, your ammo cans, or your injector case. the same building that has that blue van that you mark, there's a shelf over here where and a desk where you can find repair kits there. And then also on this northern part of the building, there is a blue shelving over here, and there can be a repair kit spawn there. And then scooting on over to the streamer house. I actually did not know this place was called the streamer house. That's interesting. So this is the building where one side has the computers over here and the little recording studio with the upstairs, and then on the other side with the upstairs you have you know, the bathroom with the mannequin in there, and you know, you can look out over here out these windows and see if anyone's passing by. So there are 2 repair kit spawns that can be inside this room as well. All right guys, the last map we're going to quickly look at is Lighthouse. So we'll go ahead and pull up that now. Make sure you research again, or else you'll be flooded with loot like that. So the big point of Lighthouse is really checking the water treatment camp up here. So basically up here, this is the front gate. You have your building 1 and your building 3 here over on the right. So basically the whole front corner section over here near plant 1, where the 2 front gunners would be, basically all of these tables over here, they can have repair kits sitting on them, and then the tables over here even on the side. This is where you would kind of move through. You'd have like the tank or the little troop transporter, whatever it is in here, and then some broken down boxes and stuff, and just in this vicinity. So you can just check, you know, that they're between the 2 little silo pits here, so you can check for those spawns. So that's really the big cluster for Lighthouse. There are a couple more spawns you can check if you are at the blue chalet here. So this is where the goons can spawn. There is the garage building next to the Red Rebel exit. There's a lot of spawns that can be in there. And then there is some spawns here. I don't know based out, because this isn't the satellite map. I don't think they have it for this one. So basically this is the tunnel exit, the co-op extract, and then here is the crash helicopter. So you can kind of get an idea, and this is that crashed boat over here on the left side. So you can get an idea of where to check for the spawn. I can't really give you a precise location of kind of the scenery here, but I believe there's just like some crash cars, and I think there's like a dead scab body or something there. So you can have another chance there. Yeah, guys, that wraps it up for this video. Just wanted to show you my top 3 maps that I know of personally, and where you can find repair kits on each of these maps. I would highly recommend getting 1 body armor repair kit and 1 weapon repair kit, because the repair prices are just extremely expensive now, especially when you get to the class 5 and class 6 armors. They become extremely expensive to repair, and if you don't have these repair kits, it's gonna really eat into your stash really quickly. So unless if you just die to a cheater and you lose your armor and your weapon anyway, so then you don't have to repair anything, right? But anyway, just joking around. I know there are some spots on reserve. Honestly, I don't really like reserve that much, and I don't really know them by heart, so I just kind of omitted reserve in this case. But you can come here on the site, just like I've showed you throughout the video, pull up the reserve map, search for repair kits, and find where they are if you do like the reserve map. But yeah, this was just a quick showcase showing you how you can find these, so that, you know, you can come back and look if you need to, or you can just reference this video later and, you know, go ahead and hopefully snag you some repair kits. And also, one more thing I forgot to mention at the beginning is that they did not decrease the durability of their repair kits like I thought they were to make it more hardcore, but they actually increased the durability. So you can actually get a little more juice, a little more repair out of those kits, which at least that is a good thing. But anyways, guys, I think I'm making this a little too long, rambling a little too much now. Make sure to drop a like on the video if you did enjoy it, and comment below, have you actually found any repair kits yet? Have you noticed since they've increased the spawn, have you run into any? I personally haven't. So, you know, I really hope I'm able to get one out myself. And make sure you subscribe to see future Escape from Tarkov videos. And guys, until next time, take care, guys.